Again, I'm Tony Shore, I'm president of Investor Awareness Inc., based in Chicago. Started the business in 1994. I'm just going to start with my introduction. Good morning, Las Vegas. In the 33rd pick in the NFL 2022 draft, that's actually the wrong introduction, I apologize. With me today is Marijuana Company of America. Many of you people are very well aware of how cannabis industry has grown quite a bit over the years. As more and more states become legal, Canada, as several of you are Canadians in the audience know, throughout Canada it's legalized. Here in the States, there aren't many states left that aren't legalized. So as cannabis grows, so should the companies if they do their business right. A year ago, this company had no operations, and when the CEO came and took over responsibilities, the first thing he did was went out and acquired acquisitions so he could be part of this rapid growth industry. This is a success story in the making. It's not a company that's reflected on the stock price today of its true value. If anything, it's probably trading just on the name of the company alone. As I mentioned a year ago, there were no operations. Now the company is involved in 4 different areas of business. They're multi-state operators, and I'm excited for you to learn more about it today and to bring on the CEO, Mr. Jesus Quintero.
Good morning, everyone. Marijuana Company of America. Who are we? Basically, Marijuana Company of America is a company that invests and basically acquires companies within the cannabis sector. What we're trying to do is, in our organization, is we basically in our past have been in a lot of CBD products, we're familiar, that's our legacy products. And now what we're trying to do is get involved in cultivation, as well as now we have a distributor that we acquired in 2021, a distributor that works with retailers in terms of hemp CBD products. And we're pretty strong across the U.S. And now, for the first time ever, we're expanding our operations into Latin America. We're actually now present in Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is a huge market for us. And CBD is relatively new there. And what's exciting for us is our ability to actually enter those markets, as well as with why, and as we expand what we do. It's very exciting for us because we're trying to expand ourselves vertically, not just horizontally. And it's exciting for us at this time. I'll tell you a little bit more about it as we keep going. One of the things we're doing in this coming year as we're working on an acquisition, we have CULTIVATIon. It's a 10,000 square foot facility in California. We're working with them. They do a lot of team cloning, which is exciting in itself. We're finalizing our acquisition process, and we're very excited to do that, and we know that'll generate revenues and creative profits as well. Distribution. We have a distribution company we acquired out of Clearwater, Florida. They basically work with hemp and CBD products. They have major retailers, over 200 clients, and work with major vendors as well, international vendors, both domestic vendors. We kind of see ourselves in a position of strength because not only are we strong for the vendors themselves, to help them expand what they do to customers, to reach out to them, to us, and in addition to that, we have customers that need those products from the vendors. So we are in a very good position of strength in marketing for them, and we're pushing it. Doses is one of our major partnerships that we have, as well as the Bar Marketing brand, and we'll continue to expand into other new products as well. These are the type of products that we work with, as you can see with the distributor that we have. We also have our CBD products, which we call HempSmart. It's a brand label, and it's pure CBD, and we're very proud of our products. Our products have helped a lot of people. Our products are basically CBD in their liquid form, and we do double testing on all of our products, which not many companies in our industry do. We do our testing at the ingredient level as well as the final product level to ensure that the products have no artificial product, anything in it that can harm people as a customer. And we've been very successful at that. We have several types of products, which are brain pills, which help with focus. We have a pain pill, a pain product that also helps in terms of providing problems with inflammation, as well as drops, and as well as drops for pets, which has been successful for us. As you can see here, the type of products that we have are inherent to the different type of customers and the different type of needs that are out there. Our brain fill, which is one of our most successful products, is actually patented. And we're very proud of that product, and it's been able to help many people. One of the most exciting aspects of what we're doing is the expansion into Latin America. We partnered up with a group out of Brazil, and now we have a subsidiary called Brazil. We're now entering the Brazilian market selling our CBD products. CBD in Brazil is a very complicated issue because CBD, when it comes off the ground, it has a lot of metals in it. So it's very important to refine it, clean it, be able to have it in a certain way to be able to distribute it. So what we've done during our double testing is that we have been able to go to the Brazilian market and present it. In Brazil, to be able to sell CBD, you have to do it through their equipment of the FDA, which is called Anvisa. Anvisa has to approve your product in order to be distributed. What we have done is we've gone to Anvisa and we've received approval to distribute our products. But what we're doing is we're working with physicians because Anvisa requires you to do prescriptions of the product. So the physician's actually accountable to any of the patients that are receiving the products. And we work with a few physicians now, and our distribution is growing. During the fourth quarter of 2021, we actually entered the market and we gave our products out. We didn't sell them. We wanted to introduce ourselves and show the Brazilian market who we are, what we do, and the value of our products. And it's been a success so far. We're very excited about it. We're proud about it. Now we're really mobilizing everything to be able to expand into it. And in addition to that, we're also working into the country of Uruguay, where Uruguay is one of the first Latin American countries to accept CBD. We're doing the same type of process there. We're trying to be a little bit more sophisticated by trying to go into what's called a free trade zone, so we don't pay any type of duties or taxes as distribution and manufacturing laboratories there. So this is a very exciting time for us as we expand ourselves internationally, not just in the United States. As I'm sure many of you know, CBD in the U.S. is kind of saturated, whereas this is a new frontier and a new opportunity for us, and we're going to be one of the first players out there. Our company is also very diversified because in addition to having our subsidiaries and our operations, we also have established strategic investments and partnerships. We're working with several other public companies like Cannabis Global, who's focused on the sciences of cannabis through their intellectual properties and R&D. We have an investment in their company, and we think we're going to be getting a lot of benefits out of that in the long term for our investors. As well as Natural Plant Extract, which is basically a California manufacturing distributor, and they distribute cannabis legally and within the market itself, and that's also an opportunity we have investment in that as well. Eco Innovative Group is a company that works with new technologies that promote environmental and social well-being. We're working with them as well, and they have a bunch of new products, and they can create new opportunities for us in the marketplace. So these investments we've made is to continue to do what our ultimate goal is to enhance shareholder value. This is the structure of who we are. This is Marijuana Company of America with our investments, as well as our subsidiaries, our distribution models, our different business models, and what we do and how we do it. And we worked very hard to organize everything and make sure that we are successful in our operating business models. This is our leadership team, our board of directors, which are very diversified. Mr. Edwin Manolos is one of the first cannabis leaders who established the first dispensary in the state of California more than 30, 40 years ago. And he's been very successful, has a lot of knowledge in the cannabis sector, and he's very instrumental and provides a lot of guidance as we look into different business ventures. Mr. Marco Rivero is our business partner and board member out of Brazil. He's the one that's given us the entrance into the Brazilian market. He's a reputable businessman that has a lot of connections, a lot of great opportunities there, and he's the reason we've been very successful. And of course, we have Pat Longer, who's our legal counsel and SEC lawyer, which provides us a lot of guidance in terms of how we walk, how we talk, to make sure we're always in compliance with SEC regulations. As you can see, these are some of the information statistical on the company, where we are, where we're standing at this point in time. As Mr. Shore talked about in the beginning, we feel that our stock is not reflective of who we really are and where we're going and what we're doing. We're continuing to do the things that we need to do to make ourselves successful. It's about what we do and how we operate. Our goal is to enhance shareholder value. Our goal is to be successful. Our goal ultimately is to gravitate ourselves upward from where we are into future markets. This is the financial highlight of our audit of financials for 2021. As you can see, we've grown in many different aspects of our business. We've streamlined our expenses. We continue to do so as we strive to be more profitable. In summary, this is who we are and what we do. Like we mentioned, we have the distribution model that we have, which is very successful. We're very happy, very excited, as we feel we're going to continue to have upside and increasing revenues in that area, as well as our benchmark products that we continue to sell in the marketplace, as well as now expand internationally to be able to have more of a presence. We want to become an icon in what we do. We want to be a significant leader in the cannabis sector, not just in the United States. We want to expand ourselves. We want to expand into Latin America, and eventually we want to expand globally. We want to be able to go into different new markets as we strategize and work with business partners. We want to do more acquisitions. We want to be able to expand ourselves not just horizontally, but also vertically. We want to bring in companies that in the cannabis sector, there are a lot of great companies out there that are small, struggling to be able to get to the next level. We believe by integrating them into our model, we give them an opportunity to get to that next level. Not just by acquiring them and let them sitting up there, no, by working with them as business partners, being able to expand their businesses and make them more profitable, as well as increase their revenues and as part of our overall consolidated revenues. So we're trying to be a big business conglomerate. We want to be able to grow ourselves. We want to be able to expand ourselves and work with all of our business partners to create synergies within the acquisitions as well, within our organization. So I think I probably talked too much.
I just want to add, the company has 80,000 shareholders. There's tremendous liquidity in the stock. And the reason the company came out today was a year ago, they had nothing to say, as I mentioned earlier. Now they're starting to build a presence on the street. They're starting to do conferences and do roadshows and do face-to-face meetings. The company knows that they're not a large cannabis company. Anybody in this room knows the big names from Aurora Cannabis to any of the other Purely. There's other companies for people to invest in that are far more larger. We believe there's enough of that low-hanging fruit within this market where they can bring in operations, quickly watch their revenues do a hockey stick. So last year, it went like this. Next quarter numbers are coming out. It's just going to continue to do that. It's always easier when you start from nothing.
Yeah, I also think if I can add, I think the best way to talk about who we are is if you ever looked at, and I'm sorry if I make the analogy, but I'm a big sportsman. If you look at the NCAA, we would probably be what you would call a Cinderella story. We may not be as big as the other guys, but we are trending up, and we've got a business model that is successful. We have formulas that work, and we are striving to become maybe not as big as they are, but definitely operationally efficiency. We want to be as successful as they are, and we believe we can be. We may not be the size, but we definitely have the strength to become that. Now I leave the floor for questions.
So where does the capital come from for expansion? What's the balance sheet look like?
Our capital will be coming from, we have some investment opportunities. We work with Reg A and some investment firms that have made commitment to work with us with our Reg A. Our balance sheet has become exponentially bigger because of our acquisitions. We have intangible assets, we have trademarks, which is part of the acquisition model as well as goodwill. And which, as we make acquisitions and we do valuations of those acquisitions, there's a accreted value that they bring to our balance sheet, which continues to increase.
I add about the convertible debt situation, like retiring a lot of your toxic convertible notes.
This very good-looking gentleman in the back is my strategic consultant, Robert Hines. You want to talk a little bit?
Well, I just thought you could expand how you cleaned up a lot of those legacy convertible notes. You got everything settled at a fixed price.
Yes. One of the things that we have done 2 years ago, we had convertible debts in the tone of about $11.3 million. Since I took over, one of the first priorities was to eliminate all that toxic debt. We're down to like $700,000 in terms of toxic. What we've done is with our Reg A's and our investment opportunities, we've taken the funds and we've knocked off all of this convertible debt. To make them fixed prices, reduce that derivative liability. That's a big animal on the balance sheet and P&L. We've actually driven it down. So now what we've done is we're refinancing, recapitalizing, so we can get rid of all the type of toxic debt we have and just make the company more cash flow operative and positive.
We encourage everybody to continue to follow the company. We have a group, so if you'd like to stop by and ask additional questions, feel free to do so. Thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.